Ghost Rider, ranking. How do we feel about the movie? Scoring 4 points. And we're going to throw this out to Mr. Micah head first. What would you give Ghost Rider?
So, Ghost Rider, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought that it was a lot of fun. I thought it was goofy and wacky in all the ways that it needed to be, and also just as cool and equally as cool in so many other ways. And I think that it did the imagery of Ghost Rider perfectly with the chains and the bike and the CGI was great, and it really holds up for 2007. There are definitely some parts where it's, a bit weird, but it's a skeleton, so it's hard to get in that uncanny valley when you don't see skeletons every day. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie. Did I like it more than things like Blade? Movies that I think this was more of a parody in some ways, a satire of those more, what would be more darker movies? Because Ghost Rider is darker in the comics, right? He's more of this, he's a demon. He's possessed by all these, by Mephisto's scroll. So, yeah, I would say that, you guys are gonna hate me for this, 7.8. I really like this movie.
Micah, your score is your score, and I like that you like it so much.
I'm going in the way of Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck. I mean,
7.8.
This is better than Howard the Duck. I think it is our best comedy movie that we've had so far. I think that it does everything that it needs to be, that it wanted to be. It had a goal. It went towards that goal, and it sure did that goal. It made me laugh. It made me a bit. It made me feel cool, and it made me want to be a ghost, a skull, motorcycle riding, flame enthroned ghost. So.
All right. 7.8 for Mr. Head. Ethan,
Too much water.
You sound like you have something to say about that.
Okay, so me and Micah must have watched a different movie. I don't know what he watched because I didn't like any of this, man. I didn't like Nick Cage or just any of the things he brought to the role.
You're a bad man. And this thing, the writer, he feeds on Batman and he's hungry. He's hungrier than he's been in years, and that's why I'm shaking.
And the story didn't make sense to me. It felt like it was jumping from scene to scene without really letting us know why. Like, I don't need my hand to be held through a movie, but this one just felt like it was so sloppy, like here, there, everywhere. The villains were not good, and really, other than Sam Elliott's character, I didn't enjoy any character. But I don't know, the first 20 minutes of the movie with all the backstory and the flashback, I liked all that. You get his Daredevil roots, you get his dad, and I like all that. But once it time jumps, you feel the movie change. It just changes. I don't know if they had a different director for the beginning part of this movie, but I felt it. I felt everything change. And the second I saw Nick Cage, it just felt like a movie that I wouldn't like. And it was a movie I didn't like. I do think that the sequences with Ghost Rider, him on fire with the chain, he's riding up the building, it's all really cool. It's really cool. But does it pull this movie out of the gutter for me? No, this is a movie I am never going to rewatch. I'll say that right now. I'm never going to rewatch this movie. I don't want to rewatch this movie. And I'm going to give this a 4.5.
Wow. 4.5. Some fiery feelings from Mr. Wentzloff on this movie. All right. Okay. So I think I'm going to come right in the middle because, well, I don't think it's as bad as Mr. Wentzloff. I don't think it's as good as Mr. Head either. I do have a lot of problems with it, and I think the missed potential of the two Ghost Riders really left a sour taste in my mouth for the final battle. I do agree that the beginning sequences are good, and as we've been talking about it, the villains start to make sense because as this would be the same guy that directed Elektra or had a hand in Elektra, the villains also seem like a hodgepodge of many different things from both of these movies. So that could make sense there. Villains really didn't work for me, but what did work for me was Ghost Rider, Sam Neill, and the portrayal of most of Nick Cage's acting in this. I actually was entertained a lot by it. Do I think it's major Ghost Rider, like peak, spot on from the comics? No, I don't. But I was entertained. But when it comes down to it, the movie just doesn't hold up as much as some of the better movies on this list. Does it come close to Blade? Not really. Does it come close to Spider-Man? No. But is it all that bad? I don't think so either. So I'm going to give this movie a 6. That's where I'm going to meet. Kind of almost right in the middle. from both of you guys. A 6.
I would say that. I would say a 6 works. So, Ghost Rider, the first one, extended edition. Plugging it into our spreadsheet here, gives us a 6.1 cumulative score.
Thanks for watching, guys, and please let us know what you thought of the film down below in the comments. If you like that review, we've got a ton more just like it on the channel, so go check those out. As we said, we're going to be reviewing and ranking every single Marvel film that was ever put to the big screen, and we do that every week on our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Multiverse Monologues. Go check that out if you'd like our full thoughts, as these clips are just a portion of some of the excellent discussions we have about these films. Link is in the description down below. Follow the Instagram at Multiverse Monologues, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.